like I say, you can't make any justification for him missing that. You've got to be scoring that. I'd score that. You'd score that. My nan'd score that. Anybody would score that chance. You know what I mean?
大家好，我是凯文。在刚刚结束的欧冠的比赛中呢，曼城队是1-3输给了里昂，被淘汰出局。那么现在呢，我将要连线一名死忠的曼城球迷，看看他在这场比赛之后有什么样的感想。
Yeah, pal.
Hello.
How's it going?
Well, I'm doing great, but how about you?
Yeah, I've been better, mate. I've been better. I don't really know where to start with that, to be honest with you, pal.
Okay. Well, what happened?
To begin with, it was such a negative selection by Pep, and I'll sing Pep's praises as much as any football fan, any City fan. But again, in Europe, he's got it massively, massively wrong. It didn't make sense to me. Play with what was essentially 3 defensive-minded midfielders. To put De Bruyne, who is the best central midfielder in the world, out on the right-hand side, I was baffled. And when I saw the team at the start of the game, prior to the game, I couldn't make sense of it. I couldn't think why we'd start like that.
Pep is being very cautious, as we saw. We saw an hour of Man City trying not to play like Man City. Was he trying to be too careful, or was he trying to be different?
I don't know. We never stick with the same team. We're always changing, and that's something which has brought us a lot of success. But like I said just a minute ago, we were the overwhelming favourites to win that match, and rightly so. We should be the overwhelming favourites to win that match. So why are we going to go and adapt our lineup and our style of play to try and match Lyon? We don't need to do that. If we'd have gone out and started with Jesus up top, Sterling and Foden, with De Bruyne starting in the middle from the get-go, we'd have won that game tonight. Like I say, I'll take nothing away from Lyon, nothing at all, because hands up, they deserve to be in the next round. But that second goal should never stand. There's 2 infringements there. I don't care that the ball's gone between his legs and he's not touched the ball. He is directly involved in that attack from an offside position, so that should never be given. And then Sterling, I mean, he missed one like that a couple of years ago against, I think, Burnley maybe in the league. But that tonight, and then for that miss summed up the game in that it wasn't our night tonight.
Does it leave like a bit more of a bitter feeling in your mouth? Because we knew it was going to be difficult against Bayern Munich if you get through to the next round. But coming into this game as a huge favourite and not having that chance.
I don't know what Pep's thinking with that lineup. I don't know if he's trying to be clever and he's trying to get into Lyon's heads and sort of change it up. But like you've said, Darren, like I've said, we're the big favourites. We don't need to go and get into Lyon's heads. We don't need to play mind games. We don't need to do this. We just go out there, play the football that Manchester City play, and you win the game. Credit to Lyon. I hope they go on. And I hope they go on and beat Bayern Munich, and I hope they go on and win the competition. I can't see it. Don't get me wrong, we won't be talking about Pep potentially losing his job after tonight, like Barcelona's manager or anything like that. We're not talking about Sarri and Juventus getting sacked after getting beat by Lyon. As long as Pep wants to be at City, he'll remain at City. But you've got to question some of the choices tonight and why he's set the team up in the way he has. Ederson was below par tonight. Quite a lot of players weren't at the races tonight, and yet again we've thrown another very good opportunity to make the semi-finals down the drain.
You mentioned Sterling quite a few times. I mean, in previous chats, I remember we talked about him playing the happy football.
Yeah,
and I remember you guys didn't quite agree with that.
Like I say, you can't make any justification for him missing that. You've got to be scoring that. I'd score that. You'd score that. My nan'd score that. Anybody would score that chance. You know what I mean? I still think Sterling's a world-class footballer. I do still think Sterling is one of the best wingers in world football. But he's had a stinker tonight. I'm sure he'll go into the changing rooms and he'll have apologised to everyone in there. He'll have said, "Look, lads, I can't justify that miss." I just hope that doesn't knock his confidence too much. I don't think any player can go back into that changing room tonight and say that they performed at the top of the game.
Your predictions on the rest of this fixtures? Bayern Munich's they're gonna win it?
As bad as Barcelona were last night, to go out and put 8 goals past Barcelona is quite absurd, really. So, yeah, I think Bayern Munich go on and win it. I hope that PSG go out and beat Leipzig in the next round, because a PSG Bayern Munich final for me would be a lot more exciting than a Bayern Munich Leipzig final.
That's very good, mate.
That'll be the last chat we have this season.
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully we're back with some more smiles next season. But yeah. Cheers again, buddy.
Cool.
Have a good one, mate.